So we're doing another airline review. This time it's with United Airlines from Los Angeles, LAX to Narita Airport, which is NRT. It was flight UA32 going there and UA33 coming back. We booked economy seats. At the time of the booking, if we upgraded, it was going to be quite a lot. So we just wanted to see how much room we would have on an economy seat, because previously in March, we rode with JAL, Japan Airlines, and their economy seat was excellent. We had plenty of legroom. It was like, you know, almost riding a premium seat or one of those plus seats. So we loved that economy experience on JAL. So we were hoping United Airlines would be the same with their economy seat going internationally from LA to Narita.
Yeah, and when we looked it up, they had the same seat pitch. So we're like, oh, I guess it's the same. But I don't know, I was kind of skeptical because I've flown with United in the past and it always seemed like there wasn't enough, like it just wasn't comfortable. But when we read that when we looked online and compared, it was the same. So we're like, okay, I guess it won't be bad. We'll just go ahead and purchase the, economy seats on United.
So their aircraft is usually a Boeing 787-9, which is a Dreamliner type. And I believe JAL was a Dreamliner as well. So we thought, okay, since they're both the same aircraft, it is probably the same seat pitch, I guess is what they call it.
I think they call it pitch, yeah.
But I think what happened is they've kind of changed out the layout within the United aircraft, because they have, the first class, and then I believe they have the business, and then it's
Premier Access.
Premier, and then it's
Premier Plus.
And then it's economy. So I think that plus area is what used to be considered economy, but now it's plus.
So basically the economy plus is the same pitch measurement as JAL's economy seats. Yeah, so we definitely got less leg room. It was not the same as JAL's economy.
So once we got on the plane, we saw that it was a 333 seat configuration. So we got the middle part, where I was in the aisle side and Candy was in the middle, and there was one other man next to Candy. And as soon as Candy sat down, she was like, I can't do this. It is way too tight in here. So she was like, I'm gonna ask the flight attendant if I could switch once everybody is on board. Because the seats behind us were all empty. So luckily, she asked the flight attendant, and she was really nice, and she's like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and go back there.
Ooh, because I was feeling so claustrophobic. It was such a tight I could barely move. And the guy sitting next to me was really nice. I had no issues with him. But he was kind of big, so even though he wasn't doing it on purpose, he was kind of leaning onto my side. He also was using the outlet underneath me, so it was like moving around, like touching my side a lot. So I was just like, oh my God, I can't relax. Like I need to move. I just wanted an aisle seat because I could not stay in the middle in those like tight spaces. And like the seat pitch was so tight. Yeah, I felt like I was in a straitjacket.
All right, so that was the seating situation. We did not like it. The economy seats, internationally to United is not that great. We thought there would be a little bit more room, so we were disappointed.
Yes, we forgot to talk about check-in process, which was actually really awesome when we got to the airport. Yeah.
So I guess, we kind of jumped ahead because we're so disappointed with the seating. But the check-in process at LAX was awesome. So I have United Premier because I've been flying with United to Japan for like the last 3 years. So my miles have accumulated and it got me to the Premier Silver status. So I have the access to the Premier side because there's an economy check-in and then there's a Premier check-in. And then I think they have like one more check-in, which is like first class business. So I'm in like that middle part. And usually there's not much of a line. So at LAX especially, this is helpful because LAX is crazy. And before our check-in on our mobile app, it'll give you a notification saying, go to this door and drop off your luggage. Because we had already checked in beforehand on our mobile app and said that we had baggage to check in. So we went there, and sure enough, as soon as we walked in through the door, the Premier Access was right there to drop off our bags. And that went by literally in like 15 seconds.
It was so fast. I was actually kind of nervous. 'Cause I'm like, was it all over? Like, did I forget anything? Like, it happened way too fast. Like, there was not a moment to breathe to see like if I had done all the steps. Because the guy there was like, he helped us right away. He's like, okay, here, and here you go. We're like, whoa, that was
And he was lovely. He was singing and everything. He was in a good mood, which is like so hard to find in LAX.
Yes, and he was, didn't he say something like, have a blessed day?
Have a blessed day, which I really like that.
It was so sweet.
It was really sweet. And then we did walk by the economy check-in section because that's where the bathroom was, and I had to use the bathroom. That line was super long.
It was really long. So definitely, if you're flying internationally, you need to get there 2 hours ahead of time because that line was long. And then once we got to our gate, there is a boarding process by numbers, and we were group 2. So there was actually a group 2 line, and we're the first ones in line for that as well.
Yeah. So there's a group 1 line and a group 2 line. You can line up beforehand if you want to, if you are one of those 2 numbers. Groups 3, 4, 5 have to wait until those 2 lines go through. But before group 1, of course, they call out all these other members like Gold, Premier, Polaris, whatever they have. I think there's like 5 different categories before.
Yeah, people traveling with kids, if you're handicapped, need special assistance. So there was a lot of groups still before 1 and 2.
Yeah. So then group 1 goes and then group 2 goes. But you still have plenty of time to relax and put your luggage up, and you have plenty of space. Most of the time on international flights, they have plenty of overhead bin space.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that if you're thinking about like, I need to hurry up and get on.
Yeah, it's never been an issue.
I've never had a problem with international flights where I couldn't put my luggage up on the overhead bin.
I don't have status, but because I was on her ticket, we purchased the ticket together, I got to have access to everything that she had access to. So that was really nice. So I'm so glad we didn't buy our tickets separately, because then I wouldn't have been able to tag along on her access. So yeah, I got to do everything with her.
Special. So then we got on our flight, and the seat was actually pretty comfortable. Just because, you know, the legroom, we didn't have as much as we wanted. Everything else was fine.
Yeah, we're actually surprised by the pillow.
Yeah, yeah.
The pillow is not your standard like rectangle shape. It actually it was shaped like one of those neck pillows.
Headrest,
yeah. So I guess you can use it as a neck pillow, or you can use it as a regular pillow. So I thought that it was cool that they did that. And I mean, I'm assuming that's what that was.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
I saw people use it as a neck pillow. So that is definitely what it's for. You can use it, you know, as a cushion or a neck pillow. They provided a neck pillow and a blanket. The blanket was actually really thin.
It was really thin for an international flight.
It was the thinnest I've seen it.
Yeah, I've never had a thin blanket like that on international flights. So I was a little bit surprised, because usually on international flights, it's a little bit thicker.
Well, you can see through it.
Yeah, it's almost like...
I've never seen it made that cheap before. So yeah, they've definitely gone cheap on that end.
Headphones, I did not get a headphone because I brought my own headphones this time, and I used this for the first time called AirFly. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have bought this before. So basically I can use my AirPods, my wireless AirPods, it's all Bluetooth, and I stick this in the monitor in front of me, and then I can charge it at the same time. And because my headphones have noise cancellation, I was able to watch movies like without having any background noise, so it was great. And this is really easy to use. So I actually did not use their headphones. Did you use their headphones?
I usually don't use the Airlines headphones at all. I bring my own headphones, but I did not get this time. I was thinking about it, but I just used my wired headphones, and it worked fine.
I did see the guy sitting next to me on the flight back. He used the Airlines headphones, and they were like really like the ones that kind of like tear apart, and they kept falling off. So that means it's like your standard economy headphones where it's like hard to hear, kind of cheaply made. So I'm glad that I finally made that purchase, because I was able to watch movies comfortably. And also it's so easy because if you have to go to the bathroom, you don't have all these wires. You can just like get up, pause, and go to the bathroom without worrying about all the wires on, meddling with the wires. So yeah, if you are flying long distance, I highly recommend getting that. I got that on Amazon, it's really cheap.
So each seat in front of you has a screen, and like most international flights now, you have plenty of entertainment. There's lots of movies to choose from. There's games, there's podcasts,
TV shows.
You could see like your flight maps, see how far you've gone, all that stuff. I love looking at that flight map.
I also noticed that they had an itinerary of how things were going to go, which
they have that.
I've never noticed it until now. Like it's like, okay, we're boarding, then we'll do the drinks, the snacks, then food. So like if you're wondering like when it's time to eat, like they actually had like a little itinerary on the on the screen.
I love how United does their organization with their movies, because as you're going through the movies, you're kind of like scrolling through a lot. And you're like, oh, maybe I want to watch that. Maybe you want to watch that. But then you kind of forget what you wanted to watch. So what United has is you can favorite it. So then once you heart it, you can go back to your favorites list and see what movies you've selected. And that way it's easier to see like, oh yeah, that's right, I want to watch that one. Because I thought, I'm comparing this to JAL. When we went on JAL, their movie selection wasn't as great, and I didn't have that favorites option. I'm like, oh, I missed that. So I just wanted to note that I do like that they have this favorites tab to help you select which movies you want to watch.
You can refer back to like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
All right, so then we're gonna go into food. We didn't like it. I'm just gonna be blunt. And I didn't eat anything.
It was like chicken and rice, I think.
First one was chicken and rice.
Oh my gosh, that chicken was terrible. It was that or spaghetti with red sauce, which she said it was vegetarian option. I went with the chicken, and it had some soybeans also as the vegetable, and the chicken was so dry, disgusting. I think I just ate the rice and the soybean, didn't touch the salad or the bread. The bread's always like rock hard, I feel like. What was dessert? The dessert was a cookie, that milk cookie, right?
Oh yeah, they had the milk cookie, which I do like. It is sweet, but I do like the milk bar cookies.
I do like their snacks though, the pre-snack.
The snack mix?
Like I like the snack mix. It's a good snack mix.
It was good.
But I still prefer JAL's snack mix with the rice crackers. But anyways.
I actually didn't touch anything in that meal, I don't think. Except for the cookie.
She only touched the cookie. Yeah. I was starving, so I had to eat something.
I mean, I was like pretty hungry, but I was like, I can't even do this. Which is like odd because the last United flights that I took, they had pretty good food. So I was looking forward to it and just so disappointed.
What's up with the meals lately on our aircrafts? Even like last time we flew JAL, the meal was gross.
Yeah. I forgot what we had for breakfast. Do you remember?
Oh shoot, what did we have for breakfast? Oh, it was that nasty French toast.
The French toast, that's right.
And croissant, which is like, why do you want two breads?
Yes, I think it was your choice of eggs or French toast. And I don't really like the eggs that are pre-made, so I never get that. So French toast was the other option. And then they like serve croissant with it.
Yeah.
Bread and bread.
I'm like, who made that decision? And then there was like a cup of fruit, mixed fruit, and that's all I ate. Because I tried the French toast, it was disgusting.
Gross.
Croissant, and I was like, maybe I'll try it. Tried like a bite, and it was gross.
I didn't even try the croissant, actually.
But I ate all the fruit.
The fruit was actually really good. That was the only good thing. And I was starving, so I had to eat it. But yeah, at least the fruit was good. It was pineapples and grapes, and they were really great.
Good thing I made some rice balls for our trip, and that did help us quite a bit. Oh, and in between the meals, if you do get hungry, you can go in the back, which Crystal did, and grab some snacks. So that was nice if you want to grab.
Because I was so hungry again, because I didn't eat anything. So I went back, I'm like, do you have more snacks? They're like, yeah, just go to the back. I'm like, okay. So you can just grab a bunch of stuff, which I did.
But the entire flight experience, besides the seats being a little bit more cramped than we expected, and the food, the flight attendants were all really nice, which, you know, in the past I've kind of dealt with, especially with airlines that are American. They're kind of rude and standoffish, or it's like you're always just kind of an inconvenience if you ask for anything. I didn't feel like that at all with any of the flight attendants on this flight.
And then once we got to Narita Airport, since I have the Premier Access or Premier Silver, they tag my bags with a red tag, so which means my luggage comes out first when you land.
Tag, yeah.
Yeah, they're like priority tags. So yeah, as soon as we went through customs, our bags were already out. So that went by super fast. So that was our experience going there from LAX to Narita. On the way back, since we did not like our seat experience and we knew how little space we would have, we did change it to what we had previously. So I was in the aisle again, and Candy got the aisle behind me instead of the middle seat next to me. So we did that first originally, but then we got this email before we checked in saying like, do you want to upgrade? So it was $250 to upgrade to an economy plus seat. So I want to notate this too, because previously, like 2-3 years ago, I would always upgrade to premium economy, which was a much bigger seat, a much better experience.
Better amenities.
Better amenities,
Yeah.
they give you better food and all that. And it used to be only like a few $100 more. That's not the case anymore with United. Now it's like an extra grand at least to get this premium economy seats. So in between the premium economy and economy seats now is the economy plus. So that was what was the upgrade for $250.
I think it was like 230, right?
Was it? I
Yeah.
felt like it was close to 250.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was 230.
So it would be in that range. I would say it's going to be between 200 to like 350 for this upgrade. So those were the same leg room as a regular economy seat on JAL, Japan Airlines. So yeah, same as our last experience. Like check-in was super smooth. Oh, I will say if you do have
luggage.
Premier Silver, that you get extra pounds in your luggage. So usually you can only have up to 50 pounds within one suitcase when you check in. We were both over.
Yeah, because we didn't think we were going to buy so much in Japan, and we didn't bring, typically when we go to Japan we have like 2 large suitcases, but this time due to certain circumstances, we only brought 1. So we were like loading it with a lot of stuff, and Crystal's went over and she was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to pay an extra baggage fee. And then when we're checking in, she's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so I was checking online like how much it would cost to pay for overweight baggage. I read that depending on your cabin type and what status you have with the airline, you can get up to 70 pounds if you're like the top class. So since I was Premier Silver, they allowed up to 70 pounds for luggage, which is a lot, by the way.
Yeah, and I was able to get it too because of her.
Yeah, so if your tickets are connected, you can get it for your partner as well. So Candy was able to have extra weight in her baggage, and I was too, so that worked out great. Boarding was the same as last time, where we are group 2. And we just lined up ahead of time and got on pretty quickly. So yeah, so the economy plus seats were great. It was exactly what we wanted, extra leg room, which we needed.
And I do want to say we're tall, we're 5'9", so that's why the extra leg room really helps, because we have long legs. So I think if you're shorter, maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like average height lately is, I don't know, you gotta be like 5'7", 5'8", right? So I still feel like it's a little bit too cramped. They used to give you more leg room on flights, but they just make it less and less and less.
I know, it's so annoying.
Same type of deal where it was a 3-3-3 seat configuration. We got a blanket, we got the same pillow, but the blanket was actually thicker this time.
Oh, it was? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I noticed it was thicker. The same type of movies, and the food was actually better.
A little bit better.
A little bit better on the way back from Narita to LAX.
So the first one was chicken and rice again, or spaghetti, but it looked different.
Yeah.
So the guy next to me had the chicken and rice, and the rice looked like nice Japanese rice. The chicken looked much better, but I went with the spaghetti because I knew how crappy the chicken was on the way there.
I ate a little bit of the red pasta. It was okay. It was actually not that bad. It actually came with like a manju too.
Yes, I liked that. And the manju was good. I had it. I love manju.
And then their salad was actually really good too. It was spinach with macaroni salad, I believe it was. So that was good.
Corn.
Corn, yeah.
Corn salad type, yeah.
I also liked on this United flight how they announced beforehand what you were gonna get for your meals. So they would announce that it would be either your choice of chicken or pasta. Usually they don't do that. Actually, on their way from LAX to Narita, they didn't announce this at all. So I don't know why it was different on this flight going to LAX. But I like this because it gives you a little bit more time to think about what you want instead of them coming right at your seat and making their choice within 5 seconds. But we do like that JAL, they have pictures showing you what your choices are. So I wish all airlines would do something like that.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be even better.
Because I like to know exactly, just because you say chicken and pasta, it could be anything. It could be like a pasta with vegetables in it, or it's just to be able, just saying chicken or pasta, I don't know. I wish they'd be a little bit more specific. But. And other than that, the service on the way back to LAX was the same. That everyone was really nice, courteous, and the bathrooms were the same, nice. Although it was a little bit dirty at some points. Like they don't do a good job of keeping it clean. But yeah, for the most part, everything else was like fine.
Yep, so I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.